Hi. The moon is still out, like right above the rocks right there. Kind of like on a rocky hill. I got a real cool spot here. So here's my spot where I slept. Kind of a little ravine and a drop off over here. I just got into Arizona yesterday. But look at this. Ugh! This is what I woke up to this morning. I found this last night and it's like a real amazing area. There's some kind of, if this will zoom. Never wants to zoom with me. Zoom. Zoom. It won't zoom. Anyways, there's a marina down there. The town of Page is right there. Right there. And this is like a dam. So this lake is like a man-made lake. There's a dam. It's kind of like the Hoover Dam. And it was really warm last night. It's been cold. It's been like really cold. And it was really warm last night. It was like, oh, it was so peaceful. There was no wind. And then somewhere in the morning, like 1 or 2, the wind picked up. And it was blowing rates. It was, it wasn't below zero. It was above zero. But it was icy. It was piercing. And I had my rain poncho I put on. Yeah, it's like it just warmed up yesterday. As soon as I crossed the Arizona state line, it's like the sun came out. Arizona brought the sun. So the last time I talked to you, I was in Kanab, and yeah, it was pretty. I walked all the way from Kanab over here to where I am. No one. The only contact I had was I was out of water, so I just had a little bit of water, and I'm like, and there's like really no water around here. And this woman stopped, and she's like, "What are you doing out here?" It's like, "You need anything? You got water?" I was like, "Well, actually, no, I don't have water." So she gave me some water and some oranges and carrots and a hoodie. Yeah, she was real. Yeah, she's like, her name's Angelica. She's an angel. It's like perfect timing. Right, right in the the nick of time. And it's so interesting the people that do stop. She's living in her car and has been on and off for several years. But yeah, that is very interesting. You know, it's typically people who have the least amount to give typically seem to be the most open and generous. It is really cool. And then I met another guy who was on a bike. See, I was talking about getting a touring bike. Well, he was on a bike with a little single wheel wagon kind of deal, a little trailer. And he had a dog with him in the trailer. The dog was really cool. And so, yeah, we are very like minded. I mean, he's kind of has it in his mind he's going to South America, where I very might well be headed as well. And he's just kind of fleeing his known world, in a sense. And yeah, a lot of similarities there. Today's my birthday. I'm 6. 6 years old today. And yeah, I was gonna turn on a camera and just just talk and kind of tell my story. And like, what is my story? And where do I even want to start now? I mean, definitely 6 years ago, there's a line in the sand between these two lives. But then, I get thinking, do I want to be, talking about the past or like now? Like, my story's now. I'm writing my story, I'm creating my story. And it's like, well, what do I want my story to be? And, I want my story to be one of useful contribution and, to be of service and to belong, to be part of something greater than myself. To be part of a team, working and forging a way and elevating and challenging and encouraging and, creating. And I want to have fun. But I also want truth. Maybe more than anything is I want to uncover, what's actually real and what's valuable and what's worthwhile. And that definitely isn't always so fun. And, that's kind of my whole process of the last 6 years is, what's actually real here? What's actually important? And what's actually valuable? I mean, I was certainly taught something as a child, and I went along with the herd and the crowd, and I went my way, and there was a lot of good things about it, but there was so much of it that doesn't make sense, and there's so much of it now that doesn't make sense. And I've been driven by a question my entire life. Why are we here? And I'm still driven, haunted, maybe. Haunted? Possessed by an insatiable need to know and learn and discover. and to test and to play. And so yeah, just continue writing my story the only way I know. Keep testing, keep playing, keep learning, keep making mistakes, continual mistakes. Hopefully, get better at them. I want to follow my heart and my passion. I love creating these songs that I've been writing, poetry, writing my book, and now into like the whole idea of like entertaining myself, entertaining people. That's really appealing to me. To put this philosophical drivel into something entertaining and funny. To point at the hypocrisies of our time and our way of being, ourselves now, as we define ourselves. Nothing's gonna stop us now. If this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. Alright, I finally figured out how to zoom on Polo. It's like a one finger slide up. It's like, why does everyone got to be different their own way? Like reinvent the wheel. So here's this marina down there. There are some giant yachts down there. I don't know if you're seeing that. This lake, Lake Powell, this goes way back. This is the Colorado River. It goes way back there. Kind of like the Shuswaps. Yachts in Arizona. Imagine that. Who would have thought? This has got to be the only place. I can't think of another body of water. And the zoom of the landscape. The video I sent you didn't do it justice, so I'm sending you another one. I mean, this is crazy. Like these rock formations out there. I don't think this is doing it justice either. It really is majestic. It's like you just see for miles and miles and miles. These cliffs are really tall. But yeah, it was really cool getting here last night just as the sun set. And then the Milky Way was out. It was really bright. The Milky Way was pretty bright, and then the moon started rising from around there, and then the moon drowned out the Milky Way. But I was taking some night pictures that came out really well. You're talking about the spraying of the sky on your video, the chemtrails, and not in Utah. The whole time, like very rare if they do. And the skies were like clear most of the time. It's been really sunny and hot. Like it was hot in Utah. That's why I didn't leave Provo it was just too hot. It was too hot to move. It's like all desert, right? It's like high elevation desert. But yeah, last night the whole sky, the whole sky is just sprayed up. They're just spraying everywhere. So looks like they go crazy in Arizona. I'm not even very deep into Arizona either, but there was really none of that going on though in Utah. So I had to give you a little more.